Bridget, first of all, I thought Snow Babies very serious film. It's hard hitting, but when you see a lot of times when I see films that are hard hitting and serious, they go halfway and then they make it into a Hollywood film,
Yeah,
feel good film, and respect to that. I understand that's the tenets of storytelling,
100%.
but you did not want to go that way. Can you just
No.
talk about your approach?
Yeah, for sure. Well, first of all, I think me as an individual I am very drawn to truth and grit and I think just telling it like it is kind of that's who I am as a person. But the script was also written in that manner. So I fell in love with the script. It was incredible. It was a story that I wanted to tell. But keep in mind that Mike Walsh, who's the screenwriter, there's no doubt the script was amazing. It was brilliant. But then Mike and I went on to actually do a lot of research before making the film. You have to with a film like this. So that meant meeting with recovering addicts. That meant meeting with countless families that had lost children to addiction. And when you start doing that, you realize you're really not benefiting anyone by putting Hollywood spin on anything. Taking a subject matter like this and making it pretty in any way, shape, or form, or even something easy to digest, it's just the wrong way to go. It's the wrong way to go, in my opinion. And my sensibilities combined with the script, combined with the countless stories and people that we met, it just felt like the approach. This film had to be driven by the people who had walked in this world. That's 100% what it needed to resonate with them, to get it right, to tell the truth. And that was the approach. So my decision to kind of create a film where I think people almost lived in the film, you're living in the movie versus just kind of hanging by and watching it, was kind of the way I wanted to go with it. Maybe a little beyond the fly on the wall feel.
Definitely beyond the fly on the wall feel, but these actually the two leads in the movie, Katie and Paola, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about casting them, because these are both these roles should be going to real, just in my opinion, hardcore veteran actors, and they both
Yeah.
do a great job. Can you just talk about preparing them for such a meaty role?
Yeah.
And it just seemed like a very hard thing to do, and they both pulled it off.
Oh man, yeah, pulled it off, and oh God, I couldn't be more proud of these girls. So it's funny you should say that. The original casting idea was to cast a name in the role of Kristen, and by name I mean someone with a background, someone with experience behind them. You know what I mean? And we were going that route, to be honest. And then I had opened up auditions for Hannah. Katie submitted for Hannah, actually. And once I saw Katie submit for Hannah, I couldn't get her off my mind. Her audition for Hannah blew me away for Hannah, and I thought, there's no way I could cast this kid as Hannah. If she's Hannah, who the heck is my Kristen going to be? The lead character is going to pale in comparison to this kid. I just felt she was so special. There was just something about her, and that tortured me because we were in talks with other actresses, and couldn't get her off my mind. And I kept playing her audition, and I showed it to Mike, the screenwriter. I showed him a bunch of auditions for Hannah, and we just kind of sat quietly and made little notes. And after we compared notes next to Katie's name, both of us completely on our own wrote Kristen
Wow,
next to Katie. And
cool.
at that moment, we looked at each other and said, "There's no doubt. She is our Kristen."